Rich, you don't have a fucking right to say a word about me and my content ever again. You are a miserable embarrassment to every person who ever turned on their camera or broadcast anything over the internet. You're a joke. You're a living meme. You're far, far, far below me. You're a fucking bug to be stomped on. Shut the fuck up, you life loser. You obsessed walrus. Don't you get it? It's over. It's time to say goodbye, the internet. Just give up. I think I've gotten through pretty much everything that I wanted to get through. All right. I'll just say this up front, okay, before we get to the next segment. Yesterday was my day off, and I got to spend some good time with my wife and my family, and I relaxed. We had a good meal. We had a pizza for dinner, which was great. Good pizza too, a wood fire pizza, not a freaking fast foody crappy pizza. All right. But yesterday also was awful. All right. Some stuff has happened personally in my life that I can't talk about publicly that is pretty shitty, pretty awful, to be frank with you. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. All right. And it wasn't one thing, it was two things, two completely unrelated things that happened at the same time. All right. And it kind of put a big damper on our day. It did. You know, when you have a day off, it's your only day off a week to spend time with your significant other. And then multiple things start fucking happening out of nowhere that you had no clue would happen. And now you got to deal with it. You're like, what the hell is going on? You know, it really sucks. You know, we look forward to this day off all week long. And then it just has to happen on the day off, too. You know, it's one thing if it happened, oh, it's not work day or whatever. It has to happen on the day off. Like, come on, man. So we're dealing with some stuff. All right. And I apologize if it happens to come through with, you know, today, if I seem cranky or if I seem like a jerk. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with just life circumstances right now. All right. You know, this is kind of stuff I'm not going to talk about it publicly. If and when I do, it's going to be way down the line. It's not going to be anything you can know about now. And, you know, it is what it is. All right. But I'm very happy that this coming weekend, we're going to have 2 days off. That it's going to be a day to do the stupid errands and appointments and bullshit so that we can have another day off that we can actually have fun times together, which is what we need more of. All right. So it's very much needed this week. So please understand. And again, I apologize in advance. I'm only telling you this because I know that sadly when shit tends to happen like this, it does affect me. And then people are like, wow, you're in a bad mood and you seem like you're grumpy and you seem like you're pissy today. You know, you're right. And there's nothing I can really do about it either. When you got shit going on, it's in the back of your mind constantly. It's like, what the fuck, right? It just sucks. But that's life. As I get older, I realize that's just life you got to deal with. This is why when you see a person, you can never really know what they're really going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone may look good on the surface, but you have absolutely no idea what level of stress they're actually at on the inside. You don't know what they're going through up here. You don't know what they're going through in here. And I just ask that everyone just have some kindness to those around them. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people are just complete dickheads to everyone around them and think that they're the most important person on the planet, you know. But you never know what people are actually going through. So please be respectful. Please be nice. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice if you could do that to me, but just to everyone around you. Because at any given moment, you just don't know, right? You just don't know what the hell's going on. And then one day, you're going to go through that shit. And if people are nice to you, you're going to appreciate that people were nice to you when you really needed that, right? So do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's the golden rule. It's a way to live. And I hope that more people would actually, you know, abide by that. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to have some fun. It's time for the meat of the show. All right. You may wonder, well, why is Phil doing this today? In all honesty, this is not me jesting. I'm going to be very transparent with all of you right now. When it gets to this level of crazy, this man is mentally deranged. I want you guys to understand this fully. He is. This is not, this is all jokes or whatever. This guy's fucked up in the head. And this is the kind of guy that will probably do something crazy down the line from what I've observed. No one could be this obsessed with one person and actually be, oh, this is just the joke. But there's no joke anymore. People have called you out for your level of mania and told you how unhappy it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really in a bad mood because of the stuff that happened in my personal life yesterday. So since he's taken opportunity every single day for the last, what, 10 years to dump on me, I think when I'm in a bad mood and I just want to maybe feel better about myself, I think I'm going to watch some review tech content to just boost myself up by watching the lowest form of humanity and realize, thank God I never was degraded to that level. And I still have self respect and I still have a great loving family and I have all these things to be grateful for. I can watch his content and realize, wow, life ain't so bad. So that's why we're going to be doing this today. Fair enough? I hope that explains my reasoning. We're going to begin, and you might be wondering, what are we going to watch today? Well, I'm going to be honest, I didn't work too hard on this, okay, at all. Now, you might say, well, Phil, I don't understand. Are you sure you're not exaggerating? Well, I mean, all I got to do is look over here in related videos and show you that 9 days ago he streamed a stream. There's my head. There's my leg. That's my leg in the thumbnail there. Okay. And if you go to his channel, you'll literally see that's every single stream. I wish that I was exaggerating, but every single stream is my face, my body parts, me, everything there. It's always me. The guy is literally 100% fucking obsessed, right? Like, no exaggeration. This guy is going to become like, what's his name? The killer from fucking Silence of the Lambs, the guy who puts you in the hole and says it rubs the lotion on his skin or else it gets the hose again. And he wants to like rip your face off and wear it or whatever. Like, that's the level at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that crazy. Okay. So this is his starter thumbnail of his stream. Do I have to say anything? Do I have to actually say a word, or can we just continue on to actually where he jumps on straight? Like it just we don't have to even observe. Just all you have to do is use your eyes. Okay, that's it. I don't have to comment. Okay. So let's actually jump into some of his content. Here we go. So here's him starting up. Okay, and you may notice something. He's got a green screen. Did you notice that? That's right. Review Tech uses a green. I wonder who else uses a green screen. Well, let's take a look. Not me. You see a green screen behind me? No, you want to know why? Because I actually use modern technology. I'm not using insanely outdated, cheapo, poor man's tech. I'm actually using good tech. So when I'm on a green screen, there's no microphone in the shot. There's no laptop in the shot. My microphone doesn't disappear into the side of the fucking frame. It doesn't look cheap because it's not. Because I actually care about my content. But this schlub basically saw me using a green screen months ago, and he got incredibly jealous because his setup looks awful. If you don't know, he's filming out of his spare bedroom. Okay? He has no lighting. He has a fucking corner lamp, like a bedroom lamp is his lighting in the office. Not all the nice LEDs or, excuse me, RGBs that you see behind me that I edit every day so you have a nice setup. Okay? Nope, nothing like that. This dumbass has a fucking painted wall. It's blue and a cornered lamp. All right. He has no setup at all. So he got made fun of so badly when basically I upgraded my setup and it's 40 times better than his. He got incredibly jealous and he ran out and he bought a cheap green screen and he tried to set it up. And instead of actually doing it right, this is how it's set up. So first of all, it looks like he wants to fucking suck on his microphone, doesn't it? Does he not realize that the mic doesn't have to be in your mouth? Like, my microphone right now is about 7-8 inches away from my mouth. It sounds fine, doesn't it? Does it sound here's what it would sound like if it was as close as he has it in his mouth. Okay? Now, it might sound a little deeper, but in truth, I'm not like self-conscious about my testosterone levels. So I don't care that if I sit back a little bit slightly more like this, that my voice is a little bit more high-pitched. I think Rich is a little self-conscious about that because if he had a high-pitched voice, then everyone would make fun of him even more. So he has to like kiss the mic. He's like licking it when he does his fucking content. You don't have to do that, all right? At all. That's just stupid. In fact, he doesn't need that mic arm at all. It serves no purpose. Because allow me to show you what the purpose of a mic arm is. Are you ready? Here's why you need a mic arm. Because if you have one, right, you can do awesome stuff. I can look like I'm on the beach, but then I can go to a wide shot and you can actually see my setup in the studio. When I'm playing a game, I can change my camera angle. So now the mic arm is repositioning the mic so it's not in the way of the shot. So now you can get a cool face cam over here, but then I could just go right back to the show over here. You see, that's the purpose of the mic arm. When you actually make content that requires it, okay? Rich doesn't make content that requires that mic boom arm. He literally sits there like a fat fucking sack of lump. That is what he is, a sack of lump, okay? And he just talks like this into it. You don't need any of anything that he has right now, right? Like, also, you notice something? You notice that I'm able to read all of your fucking text or text in the chat right now. I can respond to all of it. But you notice I don't have anything in front of me? Do you see a laptop? Do you want to know why he actually has that laptop in front of him? I'm going to show you later, because he takes his shirt off, but he doesn't want to show like his nipples and his disgusting stomach. So he actually blocks his body with the laptop. So he says, oh, my shirt's off, but he actually isn't topless because the laptop is blocking this disgusting, sagging part of his body. So it's just ridiculous that this fucking guy makes content that anyone watches to begin with. And on top of that, his setup is so lame. He thinks that copying me, okay, Rich, you're not copying me. You're a sad, pathetic attempt to be me. You wish you were me. You're not. You never will be. I'll always be better than you. It's too late. All right? Doesn't matter how many cheap green screens you buy, how many new shirts you put on, how many mic arms, how many fucking microphones you suck. You still suck. All right? Your content is garbage, and it always will be. So just stop. Do something original and stop trying to fucking be me, you pathetic fucking sack.
Listen, motherfucker, let me tell you something, Keemstar. Look at me. Look at me right now. First off, I was going to do the other show, and you know that. Secondly, I would make you money on there. I'd make you money.
See his eyes now? See his eyes are starting to droop? And it's funny. Look at me, Keemstar. You look at me. Who are you? Do you think you're in fucking New York City or something like an old-time mafioso, dude? Rich, we are looking at you, and we're all laughing. We can't help it. We can't look at you for more than half a second without cracking up, realizing what a fucking degenerate human you are. Like, what the hell, dude? By the way, thank you to Zimmer. Zimmer with a gifted sub there over on Kick. Thank you so very much, Zimmer. I appreciate that. Let's get that on the leaderboard there. Added in. Thank you, Zimmer. I mean, it's just hilarious how the guy talks. I would have made you money on that main show. I would have done. Rich, you're not on Lolcow anymore. You're sitting here in your awful office, in your awful setup, streaming to a couple hundred people who hate you, who are literally just here to make fun of you. You're a clown. You're never going to have popularity ever again, positivity ever again. It's gone. And it's your fault. You're the one who squandered it all because you could have had it, but instead you just kept on with your ways of being a schlub.
People tell me, oh, Rich, you're all about drama. Yes, I am.
Could someone do us a favor? Could someone break his stream deck? Because between breasts and the fucking canned claps at this point, I think actually you would actually be doing the human race, like, and Earth in general, like a fucking big service to just take that and just like fucking smash it. Just destroy it. Because if he didn't have that shit to interrupt what he's saying, he actually would lose his train of thought. Because look at him. He actually has lost his train of thought. He has to press the laugh track so his brain can catch up, his addled brain, because he's so high right now. He has to take like 10, 15 seconds to catch up. So here, wait 5 to 10 seconds for the laugh to end. And then I can say my next thing because I'm just can't even have a stream of thought, right? Imagine if every time I said something, I played, I don't know, this. Like, wow, that's great. Really added a lot. Wait, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, that's right. I was going to say that this guy's a fat sack, right? Like, this is stupid. It's awful content. By the way, hilarious. He's got a green screen set up, and he's too stupid to realize that because he wears glasses, it reflects the green screen back. So constantly he has black holes where his eyes should be. He can't figure this out. Like, if you have a green screen, you can't wear reflective glasses because the green screen will pick it up, or else you got to chroma key it out. but he doesn't get it. He's that stupid.
I'm not even. That's not an assumption. This isn't even me trying to beg. It's
Rich, when did you ever kill anything? You've admitted that in your own content in the past, you were bad. The content was just regurgitated news stories and opinions that weren't even your own. And any modern content you make is just making fun of me or sitting here like a sad sack. Like, you don't have content. So what makes you think that you were going to be on Lolcow and kill it? Kill it with what? You don't have anything to offer the planet. Don't you get it? Nothing. Zero. You are a vacuous black hole. You are the biggest waste of time. The fact that anyone sits on your stream and throws you shekels so that you'll dance like the monkey you are is amazing to me. You should be grateful for what you have. Don't be sad that you got kicked off the show. All right? Just be happy that you got like 5 seconds on said show. You're absolutely ridiculous. What, you have nothing you would offer if you were on there. They would all just take pot shots at you and you would stand there like the target you are. You know, like at the carnival, the person who sits on the bench and people throw the balls. When they hit the target, it dunks at the dunk tank. That's you forever. You're the donkey. They're the dunkers. Wings of Redemption and Boogie are your dunkers. I want you to think about that for a second. Rich, you don't have a fucking right to say a word about me and my content ever again. You are a miserable embarrassment to every person who ever turned on their camera or broadcast anything over the internet. You're a joke. You're a living meme. You're far, far, far below me. You're a fucking bug to be stomped on. Shut the fuck up, you life loser. You obsessed walrus. Move the fuck on and leave the world alone, because the world is done with you. I don't know if you realize this. Your time came and went. If you disappeared right now and never made content, people would be like, well, anyway, carrying on. No one would cry. No one would be sad. No one would care. You're a wretch. I can run tech better than you, but you're the tech guy. Don't you get it? It's over. It's time to say goodbye to the internet. Just give up. I wish that I could motivate you to be a better person. I tried that last year. Instead, you continued down your path of degeneracy. You continued down your path of nonsense. You're not capable of doing it. The only way I think you could actually improve yourself is to seek real help, meaning get professionals involved in your life who'll get you off the drugs, because you are on drugs. It's apparent when you watch that stream. He's high as fuck, okay? You need to get off, but you can't. You have no work ethic. You have no self-respect. You have no self-control. You are the definition of a degenerate, okay? Please go away, because it's sad now. It's that no one is watching you and saying, wow, he's really sticking it to Phil. They're just watching, and they're just pointing and saying, look at that clown. Thank God I'm not him. Every time I watch Rich, I feel better about myself. And that's sad. You have nothing to add at all to society. Why don't you understand this? Does it take me telling you for you to finally fucking get it? Because it took me upgrading my setup to get you to try to upgrade your setup. It took my moving leaderboard for you to finally get a leaderboard. It took me actually getting a green screen, not really, for you to get a green screen. So now I have to tell you directly, just stop. Just go away, man. Save yourself the embarrassment. Save humanity the embarrassment. Just turn it off. There's nothing to offer here. Lolcow doesn't want you back. You're not going to replace fucking Wings. You're not going to be on the Tech Talk show again. You blew it. You had your chance and you fucking blew it. Just deal with it. Stop trying to pretend, oh, I'm making fun of Phil. You're not making fun of me. You're not. There's nothing you're doing that's making fun of me at all. All you're doing is self-embarrassing yourself every single moment you turn on your camera. It's just like I said previous, but I guess it didn't sink in. For me, my most embarrassing moment was in 2016 when I made a huge mistake, and I'll never live it down. For Rich, every moment he turns on his stream and his camera is on is his most embarrassing moment. And he continues to make more most embarrassing moments every single day. But he doesn't get it. He actually thinks the joke's not on him. Can someone tell him? Like, I understand he's making bank, and that's the thing. He's making money on these streams, so maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe it's time to pull that rug out from under him, too. He's going to continue the clown show and not help himself as long as people keep giving him money to do it. I mean, he needs help, man. And if you just keep enabling him, he's going to keep making this garbage every fucking day. I take that back. He's going to keep making this garbage whenever he can bother to get his fat, lazy ass rolling over to his setup and try to get it half working. Because we know he doesn't actually work and he doesn't actually know how to work his setup. I just taught him how to do it twice in one fucking stream. But, you know, it's just sad. The guy is just a malicious fucking dirtbag and doesn't deserve any attention. And you just got to stop giving it to him. I'll say this to all those people who are on his streams, okay, and you're contributing to get him to say dumb shit. You understand you could come over to my stream and we could just chill and actually make good content together and have a good time and laugh at, you know, talk the same shit. You know what I mean? You don't have to actually be on his streams and enable his awful lifestyle. You can actually come and like hang out with someone who cares and wants to make good content for you and actually learns his setup and actually like works. You can do that. You can come over. You're welcome. Any of his trolls are very welcome to come and join my content at any time. And we can hang, we can laugh, and you can tell me all about his antics, and we'll have a good time together. And that way you don't have to fucking fill his pockets. Because the only reason he's putting on the 2-hour shit show streams to begin with is because you keep filling his pockets. Did you see how many super chats he made during that? Hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, it said he made 50 members. There are probably 49 Argentinian members in there. So he probably made the equivalent of $2 out of that. But those super chats are legit. So he's making bank on it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason he'll never improve is because you keep allowing him to make a living being a schlub. Get it? I mean, this is the guy who fucked with me for the greater part of a decade, who tried to ruin me, who constantly tried to make me the butt of the joke, who got people to stop watching my content. You know what I'm saying? So fuck him. I don't give a shit. Fuck that guy. Really, like of all the people out there, this guy is the most malicious because he just doesn't give a fuck about anyone, even including himself. That's the most dangerous person, is this person who just doesn't care about anything. So make him care. Stop watching his garbage. Stop enabling the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do some shout outs and then we'll end our show. Looks like Most Tasteless gifted a sub on Kick. Thank you, Most Tasteless, for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. More R to you. Here's the thing. I don't do it every day, man. Like every once in a while, if this moron doesn't fucking reform himself and doesn't shut the fuck up about me, I'll go back to it. But I don't want to do this every day. You know what I mean? Like I want to make positive stuff. I don't want to make toxic content every day. Every once in a while, it's all right. We'll break it up for variety. And by the way, I really do feel like the rich stuff is the best stuff because he's the guy who just never gives up. He's just such a loser that he just keeps up with it. It's like I could never over exaggerate talking about Rich because anything that I say is actually a gross under description of what he's usually doing. Like, before we just did that, did you actually expect to see half of that stuff that we just saw? Did you really think my O-Face would be his pop-up message? Did you think he actually would get banned by Lolcow for the zillionth time? Did you think he wouldn't know how to play audio through his stream? It's insane. Did this help offset my bad day? Well, to be honest, Dr. Lexus, when I was doing that, I didn't even think about my bad day. You know, I didn't think about what was going on. So that's a good thing, is to basically, you know, relax. And that was good. It was good to get it off my chest. And, you know, this guy who basically just sits there and fucking gets away with that shit every single day, to finally take him to task, it's about time. Because the thing is, when you hear it from the same regulars, it's just kind of the same deal. Like Kino Casino do a great job, but they do that to him all the time. So after a while, it's kind of like, oh, all right, the joke is the joke. But to hear me do it is something different because I don't do it, right? I rarely do that kind of stuff. All right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We have hit the goal, well, one goal for today's stream, which means we have made it rain here on DSP Gaming. We hit the goal. We felted the troll. Review Tech is eating bug pizza. Duty is making a duty in his pants. Memology can't even spell button check. It's a great day. Thank you all for watching the content, for supporting the content. Thanks for allowing me to hit the goal before we even started with games today. That is an absolutely great feeling. Thank you so very, very much. I really appreciate you. And now,